Or even talking, I'll let some people join in. Let me let me know if you're here, guys. Let me update the titles as well. Oh God, wait, what should the titles be? I should have thought of that before starting the stream. Oh my God, and I forgot to update the freaking thumbnail again. Ugh, whatever. It's okay. The live thumbnail. That one's fine. This isn't even... Oh my God. So, we're back. I'm going to try to apply what I learned for a little bit. It's midnight for me right now. I don't want to stay up too long, but we'll see. We will see. And I want to... I don't remember what my titles were. Okay. Are you serious? Wait, can I actually not open Spotify right now? What on earth, dude? Oh, that's simple enough, I guess. Part 3. I don't know. Well, I had a description. Oh my goodness. I have this like nice description here. Yeah. There we go. Alrighty. Part 3.7, yeah. I wonder. Okay. This should be good. I'm gonna reopen that. I'm gonna check the settings one more time. Okay, this is fine. Yep, everything seems to be fine. All right, stream is healthy. Wonderful. This was the old one, and that's fine. We're going to be completely remaking this, probably. Yeah, definitely, because we want everything constrained to everything else. As we learned. So I'm gonna really quick go to the bathroom, get some more water maybe. No, I already have water. And we are gonna start this from scratch again, okay? With everything we learned. I'm thinking though, I'm not sure how, well, yeah. I'm not sure how detailed I want these master sketches to be. I'm thinking to make them even less detailed. But still get like I want, okay, this is, so I want to add in the master sketch things I will probably want to adjust in the future. So like femur length, for example, which is the example I used, or we used before, like at the end. Just stuff like that. I don't think I need to add everything. But anyway, I'll be right back. My mic is muted. All right, let's do this. What's the point for remodeling this if you've already made it? Great question. So I want to make a course that teaches people all the skills necessary to make the Hexapod. And I originally made it in Blender, okay? And I don't want to teach people to make things in Blender for robotics, because that is not what you should be using. You just should not be using Blender. Almost ever. Maybe for like the top, which would be fine, kind of, but not really. But no, you should not be using Blender for robotics. You should be using a CAD program like Fusion 360. And I don't know how to use that. I'm learning though. And if I recreate this in Fusion 360, not only will you have CAD files, I will learn and I will be able to actually teach others how to make this in Fusion 360, right? Obviously in the course it's not going to go through every part. It'll be going through like the skills and like examples and stuff. It's like I'm not going to recreate the whole thing for the course, like in the course. But yeah, so that's mainly, I mean, those are the reasons why I'm remaking it. Multiple reasons. So yeah, let's do this. I want everything to be read only, and we're gonna restart again. Is the course the course is not gonna be free? No, absolutely not. But the CAD files, code, and isn't that it? Yeah, the build instruct. The CAD files, code, and build instructions will be free. Me when I look at my bank account. And then I'm gonna iteration, basically restarting from scratch for the nth time. This isn't iteration. This is not iteration. This is doing it the right way. That's part of the curious if I was doing it for learning experience. That's part of it. That is part of it, because I already have the models. I could just import it. Yeah, but that's not the main reason. That is one of the main reasons. Experience. I want to have it built in CAD, and I'm going to be teaching people to build it in CAD. Yeah. So. Oh yeah, and for the model to be more accurate. Just to be able to like change it easily. Like I change one part and everything else updates. That's another big part of it. If it isn't broken, it can be upgraded. Ooh, you've been making a robotic arm in 360? That's awesome. Do you think you'll make a model simulation so you can test software before? Yeah, so that's a different thing. That's basically importing it into like a game engine, for example, and kind of messing around with it there. I would like to. It's not a priority right now, just because like all the coding stuff I've been able to like basically kind of just visualize it and then test it in real life. You know, I don't really need to create a simulation. Another reason I want to make it in 360 is for like stress analyses, or like seeing how much torque it requires to lift, or just you know what I mean. I think physics simulation, like not for the walking though, just for like weight related stuff. Hopefully that makes sense. What do I use for coding? So for programming the actual Hexapod, it's the brain is this one specifically is an Arduino Mega, and it just uses Arduino, like the Arduino IDE with C++. And then for the potential simulation, I would do it in Godot, just because that's the game engine I use, which uses GDScript. Strap a drone on top. Given my background, thoughts on Hexapod-like robotics for exploration of other planets. Yeah. Oh man, other planets. The fact that it has legs as opposed to wheels definitely makes it more, dare I say, reliable, right? Like it's not going to get stuck as easily. There are pros and cons. I don't know. I guess it depends on what you're exploring. Like, if it's big enough, it can a legged machine can pretty much get over top of, or, you know, across any obstacle, really. As opposed to wheels, which can't at all. I don't know. Yeah, like, it's tough. I guess it depends. I don't know. Like, for exploration, as long as there's an atmosphere, I think flying would be the best. But then if it's like in a really dense kind of thing area, flying isn't not as good. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. I do. Slight tangent. I do want to drive my Hexapod like outside at some point. I think that's gonna be cool. But that's true. There are a lot of points of failure. That is a very good point, and wheels have less. Trade-offs again. Has servos and such gotten to the point of matching wheeled? Oh no. No, I mean, like everything. Like wheels are always going to be faster than walking. Flying is always going to be, you know, more versatile. But okay, let's do this. Project Dragonfly. Never heard of that. So first off, new project. Really quick. Okay, everything's read only. We're gonna start this again. Here we go. And I'm typing and nothing's happening. Okay, before we start, can I just get Spotify working? The silence is deafening, frankly. I don't like it. I don't know if... Okay, I don't know if anything is sensitive there, so let's... Pretty sure it's not... Yeah, that's why it's not working. It's already technically running, but... Spotify's in the task manager, but it's not working. All right. Right, the Mars copter proved the concept, yeah. It's a quadcopter they're working on exploring Titan. Oh, really? Wow. What am I looking for here? Oh. All right. Don't worry if you fail. Some people making rockets. Yeah. Not sure what happened with that. I haven't actually seen the footage yet, but I did hear what happened. So that's fun. Your RAM getting eaten alive trying to run Spotify and the watch and the models. Yeah. Apparently. And Blender too. And whatever this is. Don't look at that. No, there's nothing. It's just work stuff. And Discord. Okay. Good to see camera seems to be resolved. Yeah, it hasn't froze yet. But once it does, I'm buying a new camera. So we'll see. It's a good thing they failed. I mean, they probably don't feel that way. All right, new project. Here we go. Hexapod V1 new. Okay. But really, we should have renamed this old. And stop. Let's try this again. So, what do we do first? Get rid of this. Brand new. Fresh start. Let's start with uploading the micro switch and the servo. I think that's a good start. Now, how the heck do I do that? Can I... insert into current design? Oh, okay, so right now, this is in here. Oh, okay, so if I just save this and call it, this, can I go back to this? Oh, it's 3225, excuse me. All right, that's a decent way to transfer it. And then we definitely want to break this link because I'm getting rid of this eventually. I am unable to right click. Okay. All right, and save. That was easy. All right, and if we press new design, I don't think that's what we want because it'll put it into here. I think. Yep, there's our servo though. So now we do that, I guess. I'm not really sure. Limit switch. Micro limit switch. Let's just call it limit switch. We can always rename it later. Yeah, of course failure is part of it, but I mean, ideally there was no failure. You know. I don't know. All right, limit switch, let's go back. And bam. I feel like there should have been an easier way, but it's okay. To like take stuff from here and add it to, you know, a different project. I don't know, whatever. Maybe share link, but I don't know. We want to break. Because I don't want it linked to this old project at all. All right. All right, good start, good start. So these don't need to be editable, by the way. Let's get rid of them. All right, let's keep the tabs open. All right, new design. Actually, okay, we still have a read. Here, this needs to be read only. All right, here we are. This will be called, what will this be called? I mean, this is where we're gonna make all of the different, we're gonna make everything in this, right? But not the assembly. Maybe let's call this master. And then we'll make another one called assembly. Something like that. Yeah, master sketch, yeah. But it's more than a sketch, but it's fine. All right, don't need the assembly. So we're in our master, and the first thing we wanna do is kind of just block out the different parts. Definitely, yeah, top and side. But I want to do it a bit similar, a bit simpler compared to how Dusty did it, I think. I'm just thinking right now. I like, and oh, we won't. Oh, where's all my? This. I want this button to be here. Okay, right there, nice. So the parameters, and it's gonna be so like let's just start. User parameters, model parameters. I guess it would be user. It would definitely be user. So I definitely want servo We can't do spaces here. Can we? Oh, we can do underscores. Okay. Servo. Depth, width, height. Let's start with height. I don't remember. Let's try this again. So the height. Now, would the height be, what would the height, what actually do I want this block out to be? I guess I need to think of like what is actually, oh God, what is actually changing when I replace the servos? And it could be a bunch of different things. Because like I'm thinking like if I ever want to change out the servo, hey, what's up, Tack? You also have servos and calipers sitting on your desk. Nice. Yeah, if I want to change out the servo, what dimensions would I have to change in this thing? And it would be, there's more than just the height. I mean, I guess it would be, there's a lot of different heights that matter too. Like this distance is really important. Actually, this is like the most important one. 25. Maybe this thickness, or maybe, oh God, I'm already, I'm already failing. Oh man, this one obviously. Which is 40 on the dot. So I guess length, width, 40, 20, right? The height. What would I even be measuring? Measuring the height of? There's this height. You guys can see that, right? Yeah, the camera's a little small. And then there's this height. But then there's this height. And I want these parameters, I want to be able to change, I mean, I basically just want to be able to change every dimension of the servo. And you would do that with parameters, yeah. So I just got to think about what dimensions matter, yeah. Let's see. This is the height, so it's 25. Height, servo. There's a bunch of the width and the length don't really change. Those are simple, but the height, there's like multiple different heights that I want to have. So servo height to what would this be called? Screw thing? Connector? No, that doesn't make any sense. Oh my God. what is this? What is this? What would you call this? Wing? I like wing. Height to wing. Use the back. The calipers to measure the height. Yes, yes. Right. That's what I was doing. And it's 25. It's height to wing. I mean, the word wing, I know exactly what it would mean, right? Like, what else could it mean except this? Okay. That's annoying. Does this expansion stay if I reopen it? It does, good. Height to top. So now we've got height to top. $37.75. That is going to change even within the different DS servos. So like the DS Pro, the DS Servo Pro is slightly taller. Like this part, this specific measurement is slightly taller. But anyway, height to top, 37.75. Let's do it one more time. Yeah, 37 point, let's just do, yeah, 75, sure. Okay, and then we want servo height to the gear. Is this what we want, though? I think so. Yeah, like, I don't, like, what other, do I want that measurement? From the top of the wing to the gear? No, all of it can be calculated, I think. I guess if I get the wing thickness as well, but I think this measurement is what I want. So, because everything else can just be calculated. 43 on the dot. Servo height to gear. That is the gear, right? Yeah. I guess it would be, yeah. I said 43, yep. All right. So these dimensions are the dimensions of the servo. I'm gonna just comment longer side. Okay. What was I saying? These dimensions will allow me, these parameters will allow me to basically swap in different sized servos by just changing these numbers. Now, I think I also should have wing thickness, right? .2. Or would it be wing height? No, wing thick. It's thickness. I mean, it would be height. But when I say, it doesn't matter what I name it. All that matters is I need to know what that means when I read it like a month from now. And I know thickness would be how thick it is. Height could possibly mean like how, like the distance from here to here. So I'm gonna keep it in thickness. 3.2. Okay. This is everything. Perfect. Okay, those are good. Good parameters for now, I think. Great. So let's now, basically what we want is in this master sketch. What do we want in this master sketch? Definitely the servo locations, right? 100% the servo locations. So should we start with that? What about like, I've forgotten how to orbit in Blender. What about like how high the servos are? I guess we'd want that as well. Honestly, honestly, this whole hexapod can just be based on where the servos are. Like, it should just, the leg should just be based off of this servo location. This servo is based off of this servo location. This one is based off of this one. And everything else is just based around that. Let's say I want to make the femur longer. I move this servo location to the right, which will push everything this to the right, and it'll extend the femurs. So, like, yeah, hopefully that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense to me. Let's start with the body. Get all 6 servo locations of the coxes, and work from there. So we have our origin. Do we? We didn't even make a sketch. Okay. We did not even start a sketch. We have our origin. Wonderful. Great start. We're doing great. Let's start with this servo and this servo. I think a 2-point rectangle is fine. So this is going to be the top-down view of our middle right coxa servo. Okay? This dimension, okay, so first off, I want this line to be centered with this center point. So I believe I can do midpoint like that. That's not exactly what I wanted. So let's undo that. Let's just dimension it first. So this is the width. This is our servo width. Enter? Holy shit. Oh, yeah, I guess that does make sense. This is our servo length. We said the length was the longer one. Okay. That's it for now. Now, we can't, okay, I really just want to, like, move this around. Oh. Okay, it's just so, like, I can't drag it from the center. I guess that's fine. You have to drag it from a point. Fair enough. Anyway, now, I want this line to be centered here. I know I could just do a measurement here, but that's not what I want to do. No, I have it. So, you've got to understand, I have the servo, but I'm designing it in a way where I can change my parameters, and then I'm designing it in a way where I can swap in any servo I want. I have the parameters of every servo dimension that I'll need, the wings, the height, the length, etc. And all I will need to do is change these parameters. And then this servo box will update. So I actually do sort of, this is day 3 of learning Fusion, but my learning has been accelerated from Dusty, so who helped me out a lot. So hopefully I'm going about this right. Now, and I'm also, I know I can do this very quickly by just creating like a dimension like this, and then setting it to, I don't know, this one divided by 2. I know I can do that. I'm just wondering if there's like a different way. Like, this is gonna be like the official files, and I want of the Hexapod, and I want these to be like as well made as possible. So again, I want this midpoint to be, I want this line to have this as the midpoint. I feel like this should have worked, but but it like, it didn't, for obvious reasons. I mean, maybe that is what I just do the measurement, right? I mean, fair. That's fair, honestly. It was still pretty clean. So it's this one divided by 2. All right. Now it's not fully constrained because we can still... Ah, yes, the distance, of course. So we can still move this. Oh. Never mind. Okay. So, how far away do I want this? In this model, I bumped it out a little bit. The main, in the Hexapod, the main limitation was the battery size, which really it barely fits in this. But the actual width, I can make it as like, I can push it out as wide as I want, or as not wide as I want. I mean, we can change this in the future. I just need to get like a measurement, just to like start with, you know. $80. $80 seems like a good start. So the last constraint is from here to here. Now, do I want to do that? What do I mean by that? Do I want this? Do I want to measure it from the center based on this? Or do I want to measure it based on the servo's gear spot? That's another thing. That's another measurement I missed. The actual gear's location, because that could change that will change depending on the servo you use. I completely forgot about that. And I think I do actually want to base this measurement, the distance from the center up, by that. Okay, so let's keep going though. We want this circle to be centered like this. Let's do that. So this is centered, but it's not centered. That's fine. We can center it. I guess what we want to do is draw some construction lines. No, that doesn't make sense. Never mind. We can just do this. I don't know the measurements yet, but we can fill it in. Okay. This is not constrained. Is it not constrained because of this? Now the whole thing is fully constrained. That's wonderful. I actually have this exact measurement, so we might as well get it. It's about 105. We'll make it. We really just want to make it 100, but I kind of like. Let's make it 110. I like that it's pushed out, and we can push out even more. So let's make it 110 for now. Doesn't matter. You know what? That's gonna piss me off. 105. Okay. Anyway, this is fully constrained, which is good, but we still have some more parameters that we want to, for the servo, that we want to do. So servo, mainly the X and Y position of the gear, right? Plot a point in the center of the line. Oh. And make it horizontal to the origin. That definitely would have worked. Gonna go to bed. Hope I catch the next stream. See you later, Pogman. Have a good night. Morning from South Africa. What's up, John? Oh my god. It's 12:48. Well, you can see the time in the stream. Well, kind of. My camera sort of blocks it, but yeah, we are 40 minutes past midnight. Center line of the gear. What about the center line of the gear? Sorry, I forget what I say like 10 seconds ago, so you're gonna have to give me some context. How, like, what should this parameter be called? It's the distance from servo, maybe like, oh my god. Gear dis from width. Oh, I don't want to make it too long. Well, let's see what happens when I make the name really long. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, my cat's freaking out. I'm just trying to pet you. Is there a shirt? There's just a shirt on the floor. I don't know how that happens. Not even sure if you guys could see that, but there's just a shirt on my floor while I'm streaming. Okay, so anyway, gear distance from width. And so like from the width, oh, well, it would be this one. And then from the length. Because I can say from edge, but which edge is it referring to? I don't know. Okay, I think this would be smarter if I got the data sheet. I mean, I can do it by eye, but this seems kind of dumb. Alternatively, I can actually go into the servo that I have right here and see for myself. So what, oh man, can I? I want the distance from the center of this circle to something like this edge, but that's not what I want. See, okay, how do we do this? Let's create a sketch on this plane. And can we, oh my goodness. Okay, we got that line. It's vertical, wonderful. Now I need one more line. Let's project that circle, and now we can get the center of this circle. And now I want this distance. So it is 10.1. I don't really want to change it. 10.1. Perfect. So this is the distance from this side. What is this side? The width. This is the distance from width. Oh my god, oxygen. I have no idea. Oxygen, can you translate what you're saying? What's going on? You were watching this while working in Burger King? Oh man, I didn't realize you were working at Burger King. Mika, that's awesome. Oh god. Gear clearance? Are we just thinking of like the different names we could call it? Yeah, I mean, maybe, but it should be fine. Okay. What about this one? So let's finish the sketch. Oh, well, let's actually make this parameter. We want to go back into this. So we said 10.1. Servo, gear. I mean, I could do like gear X, gear. Nah. Gear distance from width. There has to be a better word for that, though. Gear position X. Maybe we just do that. Gear, because I'll know what that means. Gear position X. Right? But is which way is X? Oh my god. Oh, I guess gear center line, but I see what you mean. Oh, wait. I don't need the other one. I don't need the other one. It's always in the center. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Wow. So what should this one be called instead? Gear distant, gear... What did you say? Gear clearance? Gear, distance from edge, but that's just as wordy. Servo gear, maybe offset, but that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, actually, yeah, sure. Gear offset, that's fine. Okay. Wow, obviously it's in the center. I don't need a freaking measurement for that. But what I do need, I need to say it's gonna be in the center of this one, right? So again, is it like coincident? How do I want it to be relative to something here. Can I like add a point? Can't I do, yeah. And I can make this point in the center. And now I can, is coincident what I want? No. Is midpoint what? Stop! I don't think midpoint's what I want either. I can't even use it. That doesn't, yeah. I mean, okay. I can make a construction line. But can I just draw, like now that I have this point, can I just draw this circle in a way that it adds the constraints automatically? Like that? Did it just draw as a construction line? Okay. No, that, okay. All right. Good. That's all. I just needed a line. I just needed a freaking line. That's all I needed. All I needed was a freaking line. Yeah, Ethan, I agree, by the way. Thank you. I know I noticed that song was getting a little loud as well. Did this guy make a gear, like just a highly detailed gear? Me? What do you mean? That feeling when your descriptive variable names are a paragraph. I know. Oh god. Okay. So I just needed a line, exactly. This distance is the servo gear offset. Perfect. Okay. Why isn't this constrained? There's a couple of reasons. We got this. I mean, the gear, the actual size of this is irrelevant, right? I mean, I'll do it, but like I'm attaching a horn to it. Like there's 5.9. Oh, 6. Let's just say 6. I mean, the size of it's irrelevant. It's the horn that I'm attaching to that matters, but whatever. It's the position that matters. Okay. Finally, this and this. And we said it was 105. Look at that. Fully constrained. Look at that lock. You guys see that? Fully constrained. Just arrived. Are you making your own servo model? Okay, so here's what we're doing. We are we're remaking the whole thing. So you missed the stream earlier. That's okay. If you check the YouTube channel, check the live tab, you'll see that the stream we did earlier. Like by earlier, I mean like 30 minutes ago. I got a crash course in how the heck I'm supposed, like the workflow, how I'm supposed to approach this. And it makes a ton of sense. And we're remaking everything, okay? So I'm making a sketch of the servo right now. But this sketch, but not this sketch, but this whatever we're in, this file that we're in is going to have everything. It's going to have an entire leg built in it. And this sketch currently is the top-down view. It's going to be the top-down view of the body, all right? And I am creating the servo in it in a way that allows me to change, through parameters, change the dimensions of the servo so that I can basically plug in any servo model I want into my Hexapod, and everything will update. Like the whole model, the whole thing will update. I have the servo here, right? And yes, of course I could just put this in, but if I build the model around, if I build the Hexapod around this servo, I won't be able to, I'll be locked into that servo. I won't be able to like change out the servo. I'll be locked into those dimensions. So with this way, by doing it this way, by using parameters, I'll be able to update the servos. I'll be able to use any servo I want, is what I'm trying to say. All right. So, now what? we have our servo. It's in position relative to where we want, relative to the center of the body. Let's do the other servo now. So, part of me wants to revolve this instead of redrawing it. I am very curious what that would look like. By the way, every tool I use, I'm gonna pin it to the toolbar. Every single one. Because I'm a very visual person. If it's not here, it's like it doesn't exist. Okay, objects, center point. And see, this isn't what I want. I just wanted to do it once. Oh. Symmetric? Okay. All right. But how do I edit? I don't think this is what I want to do. Also, this is not what I expected. Let's just do partial. Quantity 1 or 2, I guess. That's what I expected with the 50-degree angle. If it's symmetric, do I have to do... Why is it like that? Do I have to do 100? Oh. Oh, it's the angle between these two? Okay, we're not doing symmetric. But... is this what I want? Because, like, okay, I'll undo this. I'm probably not going to do this. It is fully constrained, but I don't want it to be fully constrained. I want to be able to move this that way. I want to push it out more. But I can't. So we're not doing that. Okay. Well, we're going to do this instead. We're going to do a 3-point rectangle. All right. And the, let's see. We're going to make a line. And this is going to be a construction line, probably to this center point. Yeah. Hold on, really quick. I'm going to do that to this one too. I feel like it'll just be easier to work with. So if I click the line and press X, it'll make it a construction line. Okay, and now to reconstrain it, we've got that one. And then, of course, we have this dimension. Oh, it's over constrained. That's good. I don't even need that dimension. I just needed the center line. I gotta be more liberal with drawn lines. I have to, it's okay. It's okay to draw the line. I was trying to avoid it, but there's no reason to. Okay, so we've got this line. Bam. I think double clicking would fix that. We've got this. That is not right. So I want, let's go to the equal tool. I want this to equal this. This to equal this. Is this working? Oh. Oh, it already, because this equals this and this equals this. Yeah, okay. I was doing equal and not parallel, right? Okay, anyway, this equals this. So now we should be able to drag, yeah, that's what I expected. Okay. This should be a construction line. Let's draw the circle. This equals this. We want the midpoint. Well, hold on. Let's do that. That. So now the circle should move with it, and it does. Good. So now I want this to go on that. And now, good. And this should move the line. Nice. Good. Okay. We're gonna save. Every time it loads for more than 1 second, we save. We'll get to mirroring. We will. So there's 6, right? So we're gonna. For all the other ones, we're gonna use mirroring, but for this one specifically, we just can't. Okay. Next, we want this angle. And in the real one, it's 55. I'll probably end up changing it because it's so easy to change, right? I'll probably make it 50 or something. I don't know. Maybe 45. What does 45 look like? It's probably going to be too close. We'll see. I mean, we can change it. It's super easy to change. Okay. Now, this should be parallel with this line. Okay. This is in the center. What am I missing? Ah, this point. Interesting. Yes. This is a very important point. So this point, or this line rather, needs to be parallel with this one. Okay. Collinear. Okay, that's not happening because of these dimensions. This dimension, I do not want that dimension. Excuse me. Yes. Okay, good. And that also happened there, yeah. We did get a perpendicular there, which would have fixed it as well. Just to be, you know, there, same thing. Okay. Okay, so now it's constrained. It can only move like this, which is perfect. So where do I want this? I can just copy what I have in the Blender one, but honestly, how about right there? And again, I can change it, right? I can change it to whatever I want. I guess we can talk about like what the difference is. If the legs are in line like this, so we can imagine that the leg would be here, here, and here. It would make the whole thing bigger. It would make it more boxy, and it would make it bigger. We can still do this and have it walk relatively fine. I personally tried to make the footprint as small as possible. I can make it smaller though, but a lot of my design decisions were purely for aesthetics, to be completely honest. Not all of them, but I know that angling the legs at like 55 degrees, for example, as opposed to making them all face out, it allows for longer strides, and it also allows for smoother rotation. But again, it's a lot of it'll work no matter what I do. A lot of it is just aesthetics. Anyway, let's just see what I did. 130. 130. Let's see how close I was. That was weird. 137, sure. All right. Anyway, you can now see that this is fully constrained, which is perfect. We're gonna mirror these around the two axes now. Axes. Is that right? Yeah. So let's see. I'll read chat first. This is drastic. This is a drastic difference from yesterday. Yeah, I started on Friday. That's a lie. I started on Thursday, like from scratch in Fusion, and we are now on day 3. We are now on day 3. What do you mean by inline with pivots? That's a model you made yourself in Blender. That is correct. If yes, you've gone a long way. Yeah. I mean, I didn't just make this. This is heavily iterated upon. Like, heavily. But, not good. Not good to make something like this in Blender. Anyway, we are going to take everything and mirror it. And the mirror line, I'm hoping, see, yeah. Dusty drew a construction line to mirror against, and I'm going to do the same thing. I could go into the origin and mirror along that, and that is cleaner. Is it that big of a deal? To just like, it's kind of annoying because I'm trying to hover the lines and they're not showing up here. So no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna draw the lines. What is going on right now? Oh, it's just like giving me all right, fair enough. Oh my God, please. Okay. So we already have a mirror line here, by the way. So we're going to mirror this across this. So those are the objects, and let's select that. There you go. Okay. Now, let me mirror these two, and then I'll start talking again. A trick I learned on a YouTube video a couple hours ago. If you drag from the left, what you're trying to select has to be fully inside the box. If you drag from the right, anything the box touches is grabbed. So I do, and that's what I want. I want anything the box touches, not that, because I want the lines. I want to mirror the lines. So now we're going to mirror along this axis, this line. And okay, so we've got our servo locations. Let's save this. Now let's say I want the angle to be 55, because I was like, oh, well, that's the original one, so let's just keep it like the original. When I do this, look at that. Everything changes because it changes and then it updates the mirrors and stuff. Yeah, so everything just changed, and I can make it, I mean, I can do that. Obviously, I wouldn't want to do that, but like, let's say I did for some reason. Look how easy it is to change the entire layout of the Hexapod. We're gonna 55. I see why I chose 55. Ideally, it's the distance between all the servos are the same. So actually, I'm to allow the longest steps possible. 60 might actually be better though. It's hard to say. Hard to say. But doesn't matter. We can change it in the future. All right. This is a good start. I keep saving. I know it auto saves. It's just a Blender habit. Hey, William. What's up, dude? Okay. Having the pivots of the servos in line seems like it would make the walk look smoother. So that's fair. So what you're saying is something like, maybe something like this. Something like this in line. 100%. Going forward would be significantly smoother, right? But when you're rotating, this leg would be inside and these two legs would be farther out. And it's just like, I don't know this for a fact, but it just feels like it wouldn't rotate as smoothly. But yes, it would walk forward significantly. Well, is that even true? I'm not even, by smooth, what do you mean? Because these legs are still going to be at an angle, right? So it's still going to be like a different kind of movement. If these servos were parallel to the center ones, then it would be as smooth as possible, right? But like this, it's kind of like the best of both worlds. It should be good at rotation and good at going forward. But honestly, I don't really know. All I know is it looks pretty good. Okay, like I'm just all of this is just conjecture, right? Like I don't actually know because I haven't built it and I haven't simulated it. It's just kind of intuition. Ultimately, it looks good, and that's all that matters. Okay, let's continue though. I'm joking, obviously. We have this wonderful sketch of all the servo locations. Is there anything else I want to add to this master sketch? Honestly, let's think about this. What else do I want? This clearance, for example, this I think is important. I think I should base, so like this sculpt, wow, this model will be based off of this specific line. So I think it's important to have that. In fact, I think I should have just this entire outline. This entire outline, I believe, should be in the master, as opposed to made after the fact. Oh my God, I'm transitioning from Blender to Fusion back and forth is just like driving me insane. Yeah, I said sculpt. I know, I said the bad word. How was my day? My day was good. Pretty much just chilled for most of the day, and then at around 8ish from 8 to, oh man, like 12:30 or was it from 9? Whatever. Anyway, earlier I had like a 3-hour stream where Dusty kind of gave me like a crash course on Fusion workflow. So, okay. I'm thinking I want, in this master, I do want the basic outline of the frame. I do. So let's do that. Let's think for a second. There's a lot. What is going on here? It will get messy though. Will it? Part of me wants to make another sketch, but no. Let's try it. Let's try this. Really, we just have to make this part and then mirror it. We don't have to do the center yet. We can do the center later. All we're doing is the part that will be that other things will be dependent on. So maybe we do want to do the center. That's like the mindset I need to get in. The only things I'm drawing is that are the things that other things will depend on, which is this outer part and this inner part, actually. But that's it. Okay. So I guess we'll start with just drawing. We're going to mirror it. So just like this. This. Because this will get mirrored along this axis and this axis. Again, like it's the same idea. Obviously, we're going to constrain this, but that is the idea. I moved on from dreams a year ago, so. Hey, Peace, what's up, dude? What's up, you beautiful bastard? How's it going, man? Do you print at normal speed? Yes, I do. The only time I print at slower speed is when I'm printing overnight and there's way more, like, it's like a 2-hour print, but I'm printing overnight, so I might as well just slow it down. But even then, I don't normally. How much time would you guess your PS1 spent printing the pieces for the Hexapod? I need to figure that out. It's really hard to say because it's basically one leg times 6 plus the body. The body took like 6 hours. The top takes like 6-ish hours. Although that was I printed the main. Oh man, I printed. That's when I still was using the Prusa. All right, 30 hours. It's an estimate. I quit once I got his MP. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. All right. So anyway, this is the outline. The new. Oh wait, wrong program. The new design for the motor, the servo mount. I'm just gonna open it really quick because I want to show it off. It's not editable, but that's fine. Is rounded, right? And I love this. I'm going to embrace this design motif. So this part should also be that radius. I almost want to make that radius a parameter. But no. All I'm going to do is, well, this, so I guess this corner right here will influence these 4 and just so many other parts. It's going to be this right here. Oh, that feels weird, but it makes sense, I think. Maybe. No, hold on. I think it should just be a parameter. But, like, I'm just thinking, like, okay, this curve, what if I just want to change it to, like, what if I want to make it a chamfer instead? How would that update? Oh, this is such a weird, like, this is such a weird thing to think about. So, currently, I do want to make it curved, but is there a way to, like, convert? Oh, God. This is weird to think about. Like, what if I wanted to make these 4 things? I don't think it's going to let me edit it because it's read-only, but what if I wanted to make these chamfers instead? That's not, no. That's, I think I'm overthinking this a little bit. I don't think there's a way. I don't think there's a way to do it. So yeah. I'm gonna experiment a little bit. All right, which one do I? This one. Here we go. So like, if I edit this feature, what can I do with this? I can change it like this. I don't know. I just feel like a fillet and a chamfer are so similar. Like, what if I went to here? Made it a chamfer instead. I mean, it's gonna completely. Oh, it didn't even break. Yeah, this just did not like this. But is it possible to design like this master thing in a way where I'm able to change a fillet into a chamfer? This is such a dumb like. This is such a dumb question. Or at the very least, like, can I turn a chamfer into a? No, I just look. I'm just thinking, okay, this is what I'm thinking. This is why I'm going through this. I'm thinking like, all right, what if someone doesn't like the curve design and they want to make it into an edgy design? I guess they could, you know what? I don't get it. Do it, whatever. Whatever, it's fine. I guess I just don't even add the curve here because that line doesn't matter. But it does. Does it? Frick. I don't know, man. Chamfer is like beveling, right? I don't see any difference in the flow of the stream, though. That guy could stream origami and still sound the same technically. What? Nice. Cherish that info. That's the last one you'll ever get. That's the last one anyone's ever gonna get. Filler works best in concave to smooth it out. Chamfer does the same. Do you mean fillet? A fillet works best in... Right. Instead of creating the fillet in the sketch. Yeah, just do it in 3D. Yeah. Yep. Okay. You're right. So I should just keep it a sharp edge? And yeah, that's fair. Okay. How am I going to constrain this stuff? Let's see. So this, by the way, this distance is really important. In fact, let's get the battery in here. Let's get the battery in here. We're gonna finish the sketch. Obviously, we're gonna get back into it. Also, why am I? Okay, we're back into here. We are going to do a new design, and I mean, I could make the battery. I think it would literally be quicker for me to caliper the battery than to try to find it online. Let's get this battery. Everything's fine. I totally didn't just chuck the battery across the room. Okay. If someone wants to try to race me, though, if someone can find this battery, it's the Z. I'm a streamer. There we go. It's this. I'm aware that's flipped. It's the Z 7200 milliamp, 7.4 volts ADC. If someone wants to try to find a CAD version of this before I can make it in CAD, that would go for it, I guess. All right, so let's start. Let's see how fast I can do this. We're starting with a rectangle. I want this to be the midpoint of this entire thing. Is that possible? No, that's impossible apparently. How about that? Am I going about this correctly? We'll see. Oh, I guess I didn't need both lines. There we go. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so what are the dimensions? Gotta go to sleep. Have a great stream. See, have a good night, William. Thanks for stopping by. How you liking Fusion? I actually really like it, like a lot. It's awesome. 47. It's less freedom than Blender, obviously, but just like the constraints are so powerful. It's amazing. To make the distance, make the vertical mirror line coincident with the body line. And then put the dimension of one end of the mirror. To make what distance? To make this distance? No, sorry, I wasn't, it's not like I don't know how to do it, if that's what you're saying. I just don't know what it should be. So we're gonna, yeah. If that's the distance you were describing. I already said, but it's the Z 7200 milliamp ADC 7.4 volts. And we are measuring it. All right, this is 138.5. Oh, you know, we could actually do parameters for the battery too, but I don't see me ever changing the battery out. It's just because, like, this battery, and there are other batteries that come in the same exact size too, but oh, maybe I should. Frick. I should do parameters for the battery too, shouldn't I? Damn it. Because that's another thing that someone's definitely going to have a different one of. All right, I will. But I still want this battery made. All right, and how far are we extruding this bad boy? 25.5. It's fully constrained, so we're gonna finish the sketch. We're gonna click, press E, and extrude it. I already forgot, 25.5. All right, this is our battery. We do want to fillet the entire thing though. So I think this will work. How much do we fillet it? Fillet it? Oh, actually, surprisingly, it's a different fillet for these edges. So this fillet is kind of not as big. I couldn't find it. I'm sure I could get the exact fillet for this, but it doesn't actually matter. Oh wow, 1. Yeah, it looks to be 1 based on what this looks like. And then this one is probably 2. Yeah. Stop, buddy. My cat is screaming. Hold on. Stop. Stop. Please stop. Holy crap. He's freaking depressed because we don't let him outside. It doesn't matter. You ever worked with any other CAD programs? Technically, yes. Inventor in high school. That was about 10 years ago. And it was 1 class. It was 2 classes. That was fun, actually. And then SketchUp. And I'm aware SketchUp is not, you know, industry standard, but it's the same kind of idea. But that's it. So I think we're pretty good for 3 days in, though. Anyway, this is our battery. I guess we save this and call it the Z battery. Hey, Duck, what's up, dude? All right, we've got our battery. Let's go back to the master. Ironically, we're not even going to use the battery, like, at all. We're going to just create the parameters for the battery because, again, I want this to be something that's editable. I I wish there was a way to organize this, but I guess prefixing it with what it is for is the way to do it. So battery width. That was 47, right? Battery length. This was 138.5. And we have battery height. And again, I'm creating these with I'm creating parameters for the battery dimensions so I can make it whatever I want. And everything will update around it, right? I don't remember the height. Was it 37.5? No, 25.5, right? Oh, or is it just 25 on the dot? Let's do 25.5. Okay. Great. So we don't really care about any of that though. The battery specifically. Let's add the battery in. So we're going. This is the frame. What? Why can't I rename this? You can't rename a sketch unless you're in it? That's weird. Whatever. So this is the frame. Let's just add the battery in. So a really easy way to center it is this. Okay. And then we have, let's find the midpoint, which is right here. And then we could just drag it right there. Okay. And now, whatever size your battery is, I will rescale the Hexapod to that. So we have our, this is battery, is this length or width? We had the length as the longer one. So this is the battery length. This is the, okay, that took a while. And this is the battery width. So you can see, like, what was I going to say? We're basically making the Hexapod as small as possible. Like, the battery is the limiting factor, right? Not necessarily. We also don't want to push the legs too close or they won't have enough room to walk. Congrats on making a rectangle. A fully constrained rectangle. Thank you. Never underestimate the power of length and width. Exactly. All right. So this is obviously way too close to the battery. The battery is centered. Should the battery be centered, actually? I think the answer is no. The answer is no, but is it? I mean, I can see what, I just want to see what I did really quick. Oh, yeah, it's centered. It's centered in the sense that the frame is like as small as it could possibly be while still fitting the battery. Yeah, it's centered. Okay, the battery is centered. Okay. This is the outside of the frame. I want to move this up. How thick should we make this? No idea. Let's see. Oh my God, please stop. I'm just making sure. Oh, I did make that like really thick, didn't I? $15. Okay, about 15. That's nice. Oh my God. Oh my God! My brain is in Blender mode right now. Holy crap! Sorry. I gotta take my left hand off the keyboard, honestly. Okay. So this is, let's just say this is 15 for now. Is this constrained? This doesn't look like the right... Am I crazy? Oh my god, I think I'm crazy. No, I'm not crazy. What the hell? Oh, I am crazy. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh, you know what it is? It's these little things. For some reason, these little dots make this side look bigger than this side. Or maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. All right. Anyway. Okay, this is 15. What about this thickness? This definitely gets thinner. Well, let's see. It's about 8.5. Let's get rid of this line for now. We'll add these lines in, but for now I just want these lines. So they're about 8.5 away from the servo. Well, actually not this. It was this. This one is, I don't know. Probably about 8.5. I guess it depends. Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah. Okay. Same thing for this. Keep in mind, I only have to do this twice. I can mirror it for everything else. All right. We probably want these to be parallel before doing anything. You know what? I could have this as a parameter as well. Well, oh, shoot. My bad. I need, well, not my bad, but I need this to be this one. That's what I should be doing. So they all link together. Oh, but I just have to be aware, so I have to change this one. All right, that's fine. If I ever want to change it. Okay. Good. This is good. This is really good. How do I connect these? How do I want to connect these? I mean, you can see what I did here. Okay. Here's the servo. So I start it right at about, yeah, all right. Right at about there. How'd I come up with the geometry for the coxa positions? Dude, crit whale, I basically just made it up. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I knew I didn't want them all to be like parallel and in line because that doesn't leave very much room for the legs to move. And I also didn't want it to be a perfect circle because I just didn't want it to look like that. So I kind of went in between the two, like in between a circle and perfectly in line. And this is what I came up with. Dude, it's completely arbitrary, ultimately. I know, like, maybe the answer you wanted was like, yeah, I ran a simulation on thousands of different combos, and this is the best one. No, it's just completely arbitrary. Okay, so the reason this isn't constrained is because that. Now, I could constrain the lengths, but I think I would rather constrain the angles. Because, again, this can change. I gotta, the shortcut of D for measuring is really nice. Okay, it's still over-constrained, but angling this, it's still not constrained enough. So maybe the angle isn't what I want. I mean, obviously, if I just did the length here, that would be perfect. But what should this length be? Not really sure. Let's get the other ones first. And also, we're not doing that at all. We're not doing that at all. Oh, shit. How do I connect these lines? Like that. Bam! Look at me go. Oh my gosh. Okay, but how do I make these two lines the same line? All right, this is how. Bam. Stop, please, just stop. Oh my god. Thank you. Okay. Why'd we do that? Because I don't want to add the angle manually. I want to add it with a fillet. So that makes my, that's very easy. We just do that, and then let's say this battery dimension changes, right? So let's say, oh, I want a longer battery. I want a longer battery. Oh, look at that. The design automatically updates, I hope. Look at that. Now, I think I actually want this distance, this distance based on the battery length somehow. Okay, I think I successfully undid the parameter. Yeah, I did. Good. Yeah, because I want this to scale. I want this to move out of the way of the battery. Same with this, actually. Let's delete this and let's delete this. I want this to be based on the battery, which feels kind of weird, but when you think about it, it actually makes sense. Although maybe not. Well, wait, wouldn't it? Oh, crap. No, that actually makes perfect sense, because that's the limiting, or that's the thing that is going to change. Okay. Sure. And then this. See, this is a little bit weirder. Yeah. Right? So now, if I update the battery's size, everything will just like expand out to be able to fit it still. So let's test that. Actually, instead of just changing that, let's just do this. Look at that! Look at that! And then we're using a chunky battery here. Perfect. That is fantastic. Okay. Let's continue. So, how do I want to connect to these two lines of the frame? Oh my god, please. Okay. Maybe I just change Blender. Can I change the controls in Blender so middle mouse button? Never. It's not worth it. Okay, what did I do? Angle, flat, angle. Okay, I can handle that. So really, I just want flat. I just want a line like flat across. And then I'll add the angles later somehow. Okay. How is this? Oh, yeah. I mean, it's basically this, right? Don't I want this to line up with this? So let's do a construction line. Can I like hold X to... Oh. I can. I can hold X and it draws it as a construction line, but it doesn't permanently toggle. Never mind. It's just a toggle. Oh. Okay. Anyway. Now how do I... Oh, is that it? No. I want to make these perpendicular. That is good. Okay. But how does this still move? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I mean, where do I want this, I guess? That is the question now. Where do I want this? A little bit above. Yeah, that's fair. But then, and it doesn't look the same because I took it in first, and yeah. So instead, I'm basically just drawing... Ooh, wait, this isn't... Wait a second. Oh, I keep forgetting. I'm going to be adding the fillet after the fact. Okay, I keep forgetting that. Okay. This should be good then. As long as I add this distance here. Is that how I want to do it though? Yeah, I think so. Okay, I just need to press D. The shortcut is D. Okay, now it's fully constrained. That's good. That is very good. Now I believe we're ready to mirror this. So let's take the fully constrained thing. That's annoying. Is there a way to combine these two lines? I feel like there's not. Which is fine. It's fine. Press X to convert it into a normal line. So why isn't this constrained now? Because obviously I deleted it. So is it just the length? Is that? What if I change the length? Ah, I remember now. I remember now. Wonderful. Okay. Again, it's fully constrained. Now let's select our lines. And we're going to mirror it across this axis. And, okay, of course, we have to reselect everything again. I think, can we select in a chain? I'm pretty sure we can, but I don't know how. Is there like a chain select? Not really sure, but it's okay. Okay, and now we want to mirror this around across the bottom, across the x-axis, or whatever axis that is. Okay, and here is our frame. Now you may be thinking, "Hey, sir, that doesn't look like your frame." Well, you're right. My frame is better. but it doesn't look like mine because this is just like the master. This is what the actual model, the 3D model, is going to be based off of. And if I want to make a change, and frankly, it's going to be what the entire thing is based off of. And if I want to make a change, it will update everything. So for example, I don't like how far away this is from the center. I think it's too far away. And just to confirm that thought, we're going to get the distance from this and this. It is 210, okay? I didn't mean to do that. Let's see what it is here. And maybe I'm just wrong, but let's see. So this to, it's about here. Oh, that's 210. It's pretty accurate. Wow, all right. So it just looks fat because there's no center cut out, basically. That's quite a feat that I remembered what I just learned. Thank you. I agree. I need to get some water. This is, you know what? This is a good time for me to get a water break. But this is fantastic, guys. So basically, this frame is based off of the battery size, the servo size, and some other stuff. And it's fully constrained. And the rest of the Hexapod is going to be based off of this. So I'll be right back. I need some water. Back. I gave the cats a bunch of treats, so they will be happy. Okay. All right. Let's see. So what's next? We should just continue finishing the master sketches, right? So let's do that. We have our frame sketch. Next is the coxa sketch. Although I think we want to do the side profile as well. Oh man, because yeah, no, we definitely want to do the side profile. So this would be the frame top. And now we want to do the side of the frame, right? I mean, what? Oh. So what will the side of the frame be? It's literally just going to be a rectangle, guys. And we're going to base it off of the battery height or the servo height? I don't think it should be based off the servo height. Well, no. Why would it be based off the servo height? The only thing that matters with the servo height, the coxa cares about. Well, the leg cares about the servo height. The frame doesn't really care about the servo height. Right? Or am I crazy? I mean, it kind of does. Yeah, the frame does. Yeah, okay. We'll see. So we are going to create a new sketch on this axis, all right? And what are we doing? So first, I mean, this is like the side view of the frame, right? Which is this. That we're ignoring this for now because nothing depends on it. What we care about is the battery hole, right? Kind of. Not really. I mean, yeah. Yeah, well, no, not the battery. Sorry, we want to draw the battery. We want to draw the actual battery, and we want to draw the servo. But just one of them. Just one of them. Yeah, okay. So we have this frame. Let's draw a construction line to find the center. Did that work? No, not yet. Let's grab this point. That's not the right point. That point. Okay. Put that point in the center. Okay, and now this is our frame. We want this. Oh, that's cool. I gotta realize I'm allowed to turn this. It's still drawing on a 2D plane. I want this to be the midpoint. Can I do that? Nice. 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 Okay. Good. Good. Okay. What else? Let's draw the battery now. Let's try that again. Press X before doing it. Now press X again. Construction line here. Okay. Get the midpoint. Drag it in the center. So this is going to be the battery's width. I need to just press D. It's so much easier. This is the battery's width. And this is the battery's height. Okay, this is full. This battery is fully constrained. This is the dead center of the hexapod. Now, how much? So for the frame, how much higher? I mean, I feel like this should be pretty thin, and this should be that. This should be thicker, right? So I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, no matter what the battery size is, this distance is always going to be something, right? 2 millimeters, maybe 3. It still feels kind of thick on it. Yeah, 2. That's fine. And then, oh, is this fully constrained? Why is this fully constrained? Is it because this was the midpoint? Okay, this definitely shouldn't be the midpoint then. Ooh, what did I just delete? There. That should not be the midpoint, because I should still be able to drag this top side, and I can't. Is it because this is equal? Is it because I drew a rectangle? I am really confused. We are catting, Tyro. Yes, we are. I'm in the right Twitch category, right? I know. Dude, there was no Blender settings for Fusion. It would be so much easier. But, you know. You should extrude the frame top. We will. We will. We'll get to that. Don't worry. Hey, Mecha. You're just waking up? Nice. In the Create dropdown, there's an option for creating a rectangle using a center point. Oh, seriously? That would be helpful. Oh, come on. What the hell? That would definitely make things easier, wouldn't it? Thanks. Anyway. Oh, ironically, that was the issue. I think that's why I wasn't able to do this. Yeah. That's funny. That's funny. Nope, nope, no, no. That's not what I want. That's not the dimension I want. I want it to be based off of the battery's size. Because, again, the battery is what's changing. I think that's still a little too thick. Let's do 8. It's still thicker than I'd like. All right, this is not constrained. That makes sense. It's not the midpoint anymore. It's just coincident. There we go. All right, I believe we are fully constrained. We are not. Oh. Okay, this is no longer fully constrained for some reason. I don't see why, though. There's the little sketch thing. So what's not fully constrained? How do I see? I mean, I can't. What the hell? Oh. Oh, is it because I mirrored it? Wow. Well, what the hell? How do I? Is it because my mirror? Did I have to like do a setting or something where? Oh, frick. Okay, there has to be a way to like combine those. That's not what I wanted, sorry. I have 2 sketch points. No, there was no option in the mirror to like join things after the fact. Well, I mean, wait. Don't I just have to like draw a line? That was easy. That was very easy. Okay. I just take this line up to there. And now we're fully constrained. All right. Jesus Christ. I don't know. For some reason, I just hate lines. You can tell when it's fully constrained because of the little lock symbol. I know it's really small, but you should be able to see it. Oh, sorry. We don't need this anymore. It was covering Dusty's real name, by the way. We're making the frame. We're doing this correct. I know we started this 3 days ago, but or 2 days ago. I don't know. This is stream number 3. But we've been taught the correct way to do things, and we're trying to do it that way, right? All right. So this is the frame front view. Let's get the servo in there as well. But I mean, do we get the servo in there? We're purely basing it off the battery. Because I feel like that should be the limiting factor. I really don't think the servo... Oh, but we still do want to draw the servo. Am I not in... Oh, I wasn't even in... What is happening right now? Why is this highlighted? How do I unhighlight this? I am so freaking confused right now. How do I unhighlight this? Okay, all right. I had to make it invisible. Okay, whatever. So why are we gonna draw the servo side view here? It's because I want to be able to... I want the servo's position to automatically change based on where the frame is. And the frame automatically changes based on how big the battery is. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah. So we're in the sketch. We're gonna project this line and this line. They're kind of already projected, but this just makes it official. All right. I'm curious why it's that dot that's being weird. Okay, fair enough. So we have this projected line and this one. Oh my gosh, how? Okay, we're gonna hide this sketch, so now it's a lot cleaner. We're going to make a 2-point rectangle. Is that right? We're going to make a 3-point rectangle. Okay, and we are going to dimension it. But first, this is a midpoint of this. That's not true. That's not a midpoint. That's the whole thing we're trying to decide, where the servo is height-wise. So let's not do that yet. Let's start with this dimension, which is the servo's height, and we have a parameter for that. This would be height to top. Actually, this is interesting. This is interesting because we drew the servo, but we didn't... This would be height to wing, actually. But let me just go back into the top for a second. We didn't draw the servo wings. We didn't draw the servo wings, and I feel like we should. I feel like we should, but at the same time, does that actually matter for this? Kinda, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the whole point of drawing the servos in like this using parameters is so that I can just throw in any servo I want. So I do want the servo wings to be in there, and I have all the dimensions already, so let's do it. Do I want a 3-pointer? It didn't matter. 3-pointer did not. Oh no. No, a 3-pointer didn't matter. What the heck? Stop, please. Okay. All right, so how could we can move it like this? We can move it like this. We can move it like this. But I want this midpoint to be on this. Yep, exactly. I want this to be, no. I want this to be the servo wing. Oh, I guess I never got the wings. I have the thickness, but I don't have the depth. .4. Let's make a parameter really quick. Servo wing depth. I said it was 7.4. All right. Perfect. This is still not fully constrained because I don't have this, but I already know that this is just the same as this. So this is equal to this. Okay. So yeah, why did you just draw that? Like why didn't I just extend this rectangle? There's a reason, don't worry. Okay. But it's because this line is for the actual width of the servo. And we're not basing the frame's thickness off of the wing width. We're basing it off of the base. But anyway, I still want to draw it though, I guess. Okay, so the only thing we need to do is this, but we can actually just say this is equal. Let's try that again. We can say this is equal to this. This is equal to this. Uh-oh. Okay, I actually think it's frozen. Okay, it tried though. So what's wrong with this? Oh. Oh, I thought... whatever. That doesn't work? What? Wait, it did work. Oh, okay. All right, so that's fully constrained. Awesome. So those are the servo wings. Now, I know I didn't draw them for these, but that doesn't matter, okay? Honestly, I didn't... Oh. Yeah, it might matter. It might matter. Let's draw them. We'll be able to mirror it, so it's not a big deal. So again, oh. No, that was fine, my bad. It's this. So this is the servo wing depth. And these two are equal. Perfect, that was easy. Okay, and now we want to just grab these and mirror them around the axes like we did with the other stuff. Yeah, I completely forgot. Can I just... Would that work? This feels wrong, but it might work. And there's only one way to find out. Oh. No. No, it did not work. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. And the mirror line is going to be, oh wow, this line. And then we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again for this one. Okay. And there we go. We got our servo wings. Again, the reason I'm drawing them is just because there might be stuff that relies on the position of them. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, let's finish the sketch and go back to the front. And here we want our servo wings again, but they're going to be like they're going to be like this and like this. Could I do one rectangle? Doesn't matter. All right. We've got our... Oh, there's a lot of stuff we need to get. Connect two lines is by... Oh, I could have used the coincident to connect those two dots earlier. Yeah, that's smart. Why don't you just insert a servo component and project those wing sides? Okay, so Mecca, the reason is because if I want to use a different servo, I wouldn't be able to. Using parameters allows me to basically input the dimensions of the servo I want to use, and the entire hexapod will update to fit that servo. Yep, if it's only going to matter if... Oh, it's only going to matter if it's going to change the servo locations or the body dimensions. So it might change the wings, I assume is what you're referring to, may change the top, which is somewhere. I'm not entirely sure, but when I do want them to be there. Where's the top? Okay, actually, where's the top? Okay. Yeah, it may end up changing the top. Okay, I'm now realizing the servo wings are at the bottom. Oh, shit. So... I mean, they're still important. Oh, yeah. The frame will... Wait, no. Shit, I actually don't know what's happening here. Oh, the frame does depend on it. But so the frame needs to get out of the way of them. Yep, so the frame needs it. The frame needs to know where the wings are. So it's important to draw them in. Yeah. Yeah, okay. In my opinion. So, let's try that again. We've got the servo wing thickness. And, okay, this is just equal to that. Now we've got the servo wing height. Height to wing. That's fine. We've got the height to top. And then we don't really need the gear height. Oh, that doesn't, I guess. It's not a big deal either way. What about this? This is the servo length, but I think, don't we already have that, or isn't, because we use these two projections, right? So we don't need that. Why isn't this constrained? It's because I don't know. Ah, crap. I'm doing it upside down. It's okay. It's pretty easy to fix. All we do is this. This is the servo height to wing. There we go. Let's also get the servo wing depth. And okay, now, oh, it's not, it's not constrained. Now it's constrained. Beautiful. Okay, now the only thing that should change is where the servo is located. Perfect. Let's finish the servo off really quick, though. We're going to need this. So for this, we have... Oh, I think we want the center point of this. This is obviously the gear for the servo. So this is the height. Servo, it's height to gear, height to gear. Okay, this is already height to top. We also need this, which is the servo gear offset. There you go. So we have the servo. Now, why isn't it constrained? This is... No, that's not the issue. I don't... Oh, the last thing to constrain is where it is. Everything else, no. Okay. I guess the gear width. Oh, I just didn't care about the gear width. That's fine. I think it was like 5. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter because we're going to be throwing a horn on it anyway. Okay, so now where is the servo relative to the frame? That's the next question. Where is the servo relative to the frame? I don't really know. It's wherever I want it, frankly. But it does... Okay, what's important, actually, what's very important is it can't be like this. It cannot be... It has to be at least this. In fact, I ended up pushing it down a little bit. It doesn't matter though. That's the thing. Let's just do 2. I don't know. All right, and now it should be fully constrained now. And it is. There's a lock. Okay, so we have our battery is in the center, and we're basically basing the entire frame around the battery. So this is the frame's front view. Front view. And then we're also basing the position of the servo based on where the frame is. So everything is constrained. This is good. This is really good. I think we can move on to the coxa, everyone's favorite part. But you can clear the projection link, then use measurements instead. Already having all the lines in place, maybe. I'm sketching in the top level. Was I? What do you mean? No, I'm. Oh, should I have? I mean, that's okay. I can just make a component and shove these sketches in, I think. Oh, yeah. I should have made a new component, too. So this is... I think these were called master sketches. Yeah, I did forget that, but I think we're going to be okay. I hope we're going to be okay. We'll see. So can I put these in here? Okay, I mean, hopefully that's okay. I don't know. Thanks, Ahmed? No, it's probably AIM. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you. Yeah, and thanks, Matt-Ray. I appreciate that. I completely forgot. But yeah, so we want to build these in master sketches, right? Because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff in here. What's next? I think the cox is next. I don't think we want anything else in these master sketches. I don't think we need anything else, rather. So let's continue. Oh my god, wait. It's already 2 a.m. What the hell? Oh, I should stop, shouldn't I? I should definitely keep going. No. All right, I want to make the coxa really quick. Don't stress about it. It shouldn't even matter. All right, I am going to make a new sketch. We're going to do the coxa really quick. Let's see how long that takes. We're going to create a new sketch. Oh my god. Can I just like click? No, I have to like hover this, don't I? What is happening right now? Okay, I think that's what I wanted to do. All right, we are making a new sketch. This is going to be the coxa top. The coxa top. So what's that going to be? This is the coxa, okay? And it's basically, so we need to have the servo, right? There's going to be a servo here. And all we're drawing is kind of like the outline of the entire thing. Do we care about this, the bearing mount? Do we draw that is my question. I think so. I'm not sure. I think so. Yes, we do. Okay. First, let's start with the servo. So, let's see. I mean, my first question is, do I center it or not? I don't. I do not center it. Because where the servo is can change. What is it based on? I don't really know yet. Just probably an arbitrary value. We'll see. So this is our servo. And we do need the gear. Is that what I wanted? No, that's not. I actually wanted a 3-pointer. Is that? No, I don't think I want a 3-pointer either. I want a rectangle that's centered. Yeah, whatever. Oh my god. Why is this? Okay. There's so many ways to do it, and I'm trying to do it the easiest, and it's just taking way too long. Okay. This is the gear, by the way. Is this is the width. The wings, we should probably draw the boxes for the wings. I haven't eaten in years. I ate like 4 hours ago. So is that right? I ate 6 hours ago. 4 plus 2. I ate 6 hours ago. So maybe not years, but that's funny. Oh, I can use symmetry constraints. You're so right. I will do that. If I remember, I will do that. This is the height to wing. Okay. And then this is, stop. This is the wing, wing thickness. Okay. Okay, so now symmetry constraints. What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh. Oh, that's interesting. So, well, it's a little late now. But what I wanted, I want this center. So I want to move this, stop, to be in the midpoint of this. But where? Oh, did I do it? Hey, I think I did it. Hey, let's go. All right. I like that. Just draw the midpoint and drag it. But, yeah. That is centered, right? Yeah, that's definitely centered. Okay. It's still not constrained, but it basically is, because the only thing I can do is move it, right? And that's exactly what I wanted. Okay. Now the coxa. So let's go back to this. We're not doing the curves, all right? We're just doing the basic outline. So it's like this shape. It's like a backwards L kinda, or a sideways J or something. Okay. Right. I mean, let's start somewhere. X to draw construction line, or toggle construction lines. I could just put that over there for now. Okay. And we want, this is going to be the bearing mount. This thing, which lays on top of the coxa. But something I want to keep in mind is this part gets repeated 3 times. Maybe I should use parameters for that. I'm not entirely sure yet, but oh, and actually something I didn't draw it for the frame. Oh, I guess I would draw. So we have this, but then what am I gonna do when I would draw one here too as well. Okay, that's fine. We'll get there when we get there. All right. Right. So we want to start constraining this. How do we? I mean, we want to constrain it around the servo's rotation point. That's the most important part. Everything should be constrained around that. Literally, like the entire coxa should be constrained around this, and actually this line, which is the clearance for, which is this clearance, right? So start with that. It doesn't really matter what that is as long as it's something, because I can change it in the future. I liked, there's a bunch of ways for me to do this, okay? What I'm trying to do is center it right now. Actually, let's do this dimension. I like doing that dimension more. Now it already is centered, but let's just move it because I want to. I mean, the most natural. Well, is this even the most natural thing? I just draw the center line and then drag it. Nah, I can just do a coincident. Maybe. Apparently I can't. Okay. That like that, I like that. Draw the center line, coincident it with the dot, with the point. That feels like the most natural thing to do. Hey, Radniggle, how's it going? Yeah. Oh, maybe the symmetry. Yeah, the symmetry constraint. I mean, it literally is symmetrical. So okay, let's go back. I don't even know what it's asking for when I use this. What do I even want to be symmetrical? This and this with that? Wait, is it that easy? What? Okay. Okay, the symmetry constraint is definitely definitely what I want. Why did that work so well? Constrains 2 or more objects so that they're symmetrical to the third thing you click. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Thank you, Atori, for that. Or Ator. For that suggestion. Okay. How about this thing? I mean, that's completely related to where the servo is, right? What is this? This is the... That's also going to be related to the servo. Well, kind of. Okay, so basically, wherever the servo is, this line, no. This line, it doesn't really matter. Should be something. How about 5? So now I can move the servo, and this whole thing will expand. Yep, good. Okay. So I can move the servo down as well. So like, where do I want this? It seems to simply be selecting the mirror line for the thing you want to. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can move it later, right? But so wherever the servo is. Oh, is that true? Yeah, the height of this. Should the height of this be based on this? Should it be based on the servo? It should be based on the servo, right? Not necessarily. What should this be based on? It's weird because, like, I personally want to be able to change like where the servo is in relation to the coxa, as well as where the femur is, and like how. You know what? Maybe I just oh man, I don't know. Whoops. It's just 9.5. Let's just make it 9. just make it 9. Okay. It's still not fully constrained. That's okay though. Oh. No, it is fully constrained. Let's make this also that. Okay. All right. Yes. Yes, 100% yes. Okay. It's still not. Oh, this is perfect. All right, so now I'm all that the only thing left to constrain, I believe, never mind, is, well, a couple things. Is where the servo is, which can be anywhere, and the length of the coxa. So let's do that first. Let's do that first. So it's going to be this. This is a very important line. This is the clearance, or this dimension rather is the clearance between the frame and the coxa, and the frame and the femur servo. So it's this clearance. Now I am curious what I have it set to. This song makes me want to die. Wow, I really do have it to like nothing. Let's set it to 6. Okay. Now the only thing left to constrain is where the servo is. And this is literally just arbitrary. This is completely arbitrary. I'll do this dimension. No. This dimension. This is how far the servo's poking out. Maybe we do like 12. But again, we can change it. All right, it's fully constrained. So like before that, it was not fully it was not fully constrained. Now it is with the little lock. All right. So now let's do the cross section of the coxa, and then I'm probably gonna go to bed. But we're making really good progress. Like making the master sketch is super important. Okay, so we're gonna finish this sketch, and yeah, I do want these as 2 separate things, I think. Yeah, we're gonna finish this sketch. Hold on, sorry. This hole is kind of important. Is it? In order to help the kinematics, it could be useful to set the distance between the axis as the main perimeter. Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's a good point. I completely forgot about that. So it would be yeah. I mean, it's easy to change, right? So the clearance, yeah, clearance is important, but I do like setting this and this as like the thing that moves. That's a really good call. So I can actually check the code for the exact number I have. I don't remember. Let's check the code. Good call with that though. Let's make that a parameter. I want to prefix it with limb lengths, so it's just like very easy to find. Limb lengths? Is that the right? I don't think that's the right word. It's leg segment lengths? Segment lengths? Leg part? One word. Lengths? Let's do leg segment length. Segment lengths. That's fine. Oh, it automatically changed too. That's cool. What the hell? Okay, let's not now. Not now. Oh god. I think I actually not opened the code since I updated the GitHub thing. 1 second, please. No, it should. Yeah, okay, good. Oh, baby. All right. Nope. There we go. 41. I could have measured it in Blender, but I didn't want to. Segment lengths coxa. I do not like what that's called, but I understand why it's called that. All right, 41, cool. So anyway, let's finish that. Yeah, that's a good call though. Time to go to bed. Hey, I'm glad you like the stream, Swarm. Thanks. Have a good night, dude. All right, let's go to master sketches and create a new sketch. And it's going to be, right there. Perfect. All right. This is the coxa side. And we're right here. Should I? Okay, I don't think it really matters, but I'm realizing now, technically, I'm just thinking like this is the servo for the femur, but it's attached to the coxa, so it should be drawn. Oh, it should be drawn like what moves with the coxa. Yeah, okay, never mind. Oh well, in that case, shouldn't. Oh shit! I feel like the side view of the frame should actually include this. So yeah, I think it should. And I am going to make this a parameter. I am going to make this a parameter. All right. Let's get out of that really quick and let's go back to this. So this 9 is the height of this bearing mount piece, and that's repeated 3 times. I do want to make the height of that a parameter, so I will. Everything else, though, I mean, maybe this thickness, not really. Oh, dang. This thickness is going to be in a lot of different places, though, now that I think about it. Because, yeah, yep, that should be a parameter too. Bearing mount height, this is going to be servo mount wall, servo mount thickness. I'm making it a parameter because it is going to be used everywhere, and I want to be able to change it. So why is that important? That is the thickness of this. This is the servo mount, all right? So that would be this thickness and this thickness, and I'm hoping that they're the same number, but I'm not actually sure. Of course they're not. Of course they're not. Well, I'm going to make it so they are, I guess. I guess it doesn't have to be. Why the hell aren't they the same? Because, like that, these two numbers are used for this as well, and this and this height. It's used in a lot of different places, and I'd like to be able to change them all. Well, I guess the question is, would I like to be able to change all of them at the same time? That is one thing that he didn't really address. Like the repeated, there's a lot of parts that are repeated. Well, there's not a lot. There's kind of a lot. There's a lot of parts that are repeated like 3 times. I guess I'm not sure. Should those be in the master sketch? I feel like they should be. I guess they should just be in the master sketch as parameters. I don't really see any other way to do it. Unless I made the... I think they should be in the sketch as parameters. So this would be servo mount... I feel like the walls should all just be the same thickness. The fact that they're different thicknesses is kind of obnoxious. It's super obnoxious. No, it should just, so servo mount thickness 8. And this needs to be servo mount thickness. I mean, in this it was 8, and this is 8.3. Probably needs to be like, it probably needs to be 8.5. Probably needs to be 8.5. All right, huge difference, right? But now this clearance is a little too small. Should it be though? Where was this decided? Well, let's find out. So now I'm in the frame top, I think. That was... Okay, so like, is it this? Oh, I guess it was this. So like, if I, oh no, I mean, the 42, that's where it was decided. Okay, I feel like I don't really care about this length, like, at all. I care about this length. Oh, 8.5. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, like if I decrease that, what happens? It gets pulled in that way, exactly. But that's still 42. Interesting. I guess I'm just trying to decide like what should be relative to what. Which is fine. I mean, in the meantime though, I can let's reduce this by like a little bit. Maybe not that much, right? Because the servo wings, I don't want the servo wings to be like overlapping. Yeah, I mean it's barely in the real one, it's like that. So let's just leave it like that, I guess. And then if we go back here, so now I think that's a little more clearance. Actually, it was probably already that. I don't think I changed anything. It was 8.5 and then I made it 8. That's what I changed. So like okay, what is this clearance? 4.4. And then what's it here? Is that going to be enough clearance? Probably not. Probably not. So how do I increase? Stop. Oh my god. How do I increase this clearance? And I know I can just change this. I know. Sorry for not saying that earlier. But the reason, like, it's 41. Like, I don't want to change that. I think it'll be fine, but wouldn't it be pulling this whole thing closer? Isn't that how I fix it? So like, what if I made this 80, for example? Does that increase? No, it's still 4.4. Okay, so I guess it is. I have to change this. Fair enough. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. So let's make it, I don't know, 43. Cool. So it was that, now it's that, and clearly this distance grew. Perfect. Okay. Yep. In hindsight, that was kind of obvious, but we are just trying to figure it out. All right. Let's make... Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's make the coxa now. The side view of the coxa. Can you give me a tutorial on how to make this hexapod? I want to make it myself. You're just 15, but you have passion. Yeah, I'm definitely, well, I'm gonna release the build instructions, plus the code, plus the models for free. So if that's like enough for you, then that's awesome. Obviously, you'll still have to buy the electronics, and you need to be able to 3D print stuff. Can you afford that? It's kind of expensive. Alternatively, if you want to also like learn all of the skills necessary, I do plan on releasing a course that teaches you all of the skills needed. But that, I mean, that's not going to come out for a while. And by a while, I don't mean years by a while, but I do mean months. Okay, so now we're going to draw the servo plus the coxa from the side view. I want to project these two lines. I also want to project this, which is the gear's center point. I also want to project this, I also want to project... Damn it. No! Sorry. Okay, now I have project open, so now hopefully I can just click stuff. I was holding control and clicking it. Okay. Anyway, what else do I want to project for this? Definitely this line. That should be it. Okay. Okay, so now everything's projected. I'm going to get rid of these. Oh, I already... What did I already do? Wait, I already had made that sketch. Okay, but I didn't do anything in it. Okay, all right. I don't know. There's a universe where I already finished it and then just forgot, but no. Okay, so we are editing the sketch now. So we've projected these lines. This is really all we need, but we kind of also need to remember what these things are. So maybe just have that showing. Right. So let's draw this. Okay. It doesn't constrain itself, which is kind of annoying. That's okay. Let's also draw this. Okay. What else? We are drawing this, by the way. So it's basically just a backwards C. Oh, we can only draw... oh, I was going to say we only need to draw the top half, but that's actually not true, because it's not symmetrical. It might not be symmetrical. Okay. Nice. Do we draw the hole, or like for the servo? No, right? I mean, why would we even need to? I don't really... Do we? Shit. Do we draw the hole? When we do this master sketch, do we draw the hole for the servo? No. No, I don't believe we do. Because the servo itself is enough. We don't need to draw the hole. Okay. All right, anyway, what else do we need for this? We need the servo wings. This is definitely not there. Definitely not there. I can't move this at all. It's down here. Make a construction line. All right, let's start dimensioning everything. So this is servo, it's like servo gear or something. Servo gear offset, yeah. All right. And then we want, this is the servo length. Okay. Uh-oh. Let's not do that yet. This is the servo, this is the wing, servo wing depth. Okay, and then this is equal to this. D for dimension. This should already be constrained because I used these two lines, but let's just try it anyway. Servo width. Okay, let me do it. So I guess this, I guess we didn't actually use this. So I would rather use these instead of the actual dimensions. Okay, that was weird. So what we can do is this, like that. Beautiful. All right. That's weird. I am very surprised that's not constrained. Should I have made a? Okay, I can't delete that, I guess. Should I have made a 3-point rectangle instead? Point. Ah, okay, yes. Yes, I should have. Obviously not a construction one, though. And, like, the whole point of me doing this, no. Okay, I just want to make, like, I want to do the best thing possible, right? Okay. Okay. I just didn't want to have to add another constraint if I didn't need to, but apparently I need to, so that's really awesome. That's really annoying. We'll make it collinear, obviously, but I don't know. It's fine. Okay, so we're changing the position, yes. We're changing where the servo is, that's good. We're changing it relative to what? What is happening? Oh my god. Okay, we're changing it. I mean, we can put it anywhere, right? Well, all right, whatever. Let's finish this first. Okay, this is good. This is definitely not good. So let's do something like that. Aren't we missing? Oh, we were gonna draw the. Yeah, we still needed to draw that. Did we? Yeah. Oh, I think I completely forgot about that. How wide should this be? Isn't this the servo bearing mount? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this thing. like I just because the piece is repeated 3 times, I feel like it should be a parameter, but because I'm basically just arbitrarily choosing a size, and if I'm ever doing that and I'm repeating it, it needs to be parameterized. Bearing mounts. So this is gonna be the width. The length, excuse me. This is gonna be the length. The width is kind of like, isn't that already set? I don't know, whatever. All right, bearing mount length. We do 10. I don't really know what it should be yet. And the bearing, that should be drawn. That should actually be drawn on the frame because it's a part of the frame. So let's do that really quick. We have, this is the length. Wow, I did not mean to do that. This is the length. It's definitely not gonna be 10, and this is the height. Okay. Okay, 30 is definitely more appropriate. Now this is attached to the servo, which is not what I want. It needs to be attached to the actual frame. Let's try that again. So this is the length, and this is the height. All right, good. So we have the bearing mount now. That's not what it shouldn't. Damn it. I'm sorry, guys. So I keep it should be lined up. Well, hold on. What should it be lined up with? Maybe it's arbitrary. It appears to be arbitrary, which is fine. That's fine. Okay, so, but what is constraining it here? Like, I don't really know. Oh. Okay, we'll just, it's fine. Wow, okay, okay. We'll draw it one more time. So it's just arbitrary where it is, which again, there's not an issue with that. Swear to God, I've done this like 3 times now. All right. So where is it, right? Well, in the real one, it's about right here, and the thing is, I can change it in the, like I can change this where it is. Oh, actually, well, I was gonna say it should be lined up. The hole should be lined up here, but that I will change that. It's fine. For now, we'll just make it like that. So it's always just gonna be arbitrarily here, and. Yeah, 10 in. That's perfect. Okay, good. We're still fully constrained. That's good. Let's finish the sketch. Should the top view also have that? Is my next question. So the frame top. Should this also have the bearing mount, which... I want to say no. Because it's just going to be the exact size of this every single time. I'm going to leave it for now. Although because it's not adding anything new. I'm gonna leave it for now. All right, let's go back to the coxa side now. So now that we have the bearing mount, we know exactly where this needs to be, right? Which is this, plus whatever my tolerance is, right? So it's probably going to be maybe like 0.2 tolerance or something, 0.3. I don't know. It depends. I can change what I can make the tolerance whatever I want. So this isn't the servo sliding into a part tolerance. This is the pieces fitting together tolerance. I'm just gonna call it tolerance piece fit, and make it 0.3. I'm prefixing all my parameters with the word with specific words so I can easily search them. Okay, so this is good. And I want a similar tolerance here, but not... Yeah, actually I do. I want a similar tolerance here. And by similar, I mean exactly the same. All right, good. Hey, that one rookie. What's up, dude? Philip Horvath, how's it going? All right, you're about to get a printer, but all that you mentioned would be help. I mean, it would be more than a help. It would be the entire, the entire thing. Can you give me tips on how you can start until you release your video? Sure. Tips on how you can start. My best tip would be to start with something simpler, frankly. Probably like a 3 degree of freedom robot arm would be a good start, I think. Because, I mean, this is just essentially 6 arms attached to a thing. Yeah, start. Oh, no. Okay, at one point, I dropped 16,000 frames, although I'm no longer dropping frames, so if you refresh the stream, you'll be back into the present. But you might have a delay at the moment. But anyway, yeah, so if I were just starting out, I would recommend starting with just like a simple 3 DOF arm. You'll learn inverse kinematics, you'll learn electronics, but it's just basically everything I'm doing here but simpler. Yeah, a Hexapod is a pretty tough project to like start on. All right, let's continue. So this, for example, this thickness is completely arbitrary. I'm gonna make it 8, but it is, this one too is completely arbitrary. Actually, this one possibly should be related to the bearings, or well, this one at least. Ooh, that is interesting. Should we? I don't think the bearings are. I don't. Like I can. Any dimension that's repeated, I should be making it a parameter, right? But that doesn't need to be in the master sketch, in my opinion. Okay. Okay, this is good so far. This is the clearance. And this is also the clearance. We're working on this one now, though. I just canceled, holy crap. What? Wait. Okay, now I'm a little confused. Oh, right. So this... Okay, really quick, let's go back to the coxa top and finish doing this. So this is dimensioned somehow. Yeah, okay, it's by this. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We want to do it because we just made a parameter, remember? And the parameter was bearing mount length. That's perfect. That is much better. Okay. But this can still move, which is fine. We also want this dimension. Let's put it back to 8. Okay. Maybe not 8. Definitely not 8. It is arbitrary though. 5. 5 looks a little bit better. It's this thickness. Oh, it's that thickness. I was just talking about that. So it's servo mount thickness. Okay, I'm seeing an issue in my ways, which is if I have am I going about this wrong? I'm definitely going about. Am I in the top right now? I'm in the coxa top. I'm in the coxa top. Oh. No, I'm not going about it wrong. Oh, I am. This isn't right. This isn't the right number. Oh, shoot. There we go. Motor mount, servo mount thickness. That's correct. There we go. I didn't have that before, did I? Oh, I did have that before. No. That's what I already had that. Sorry, guys. The FX confused. I didn't notice that. It was already correct. So this isn't the bearing mount length. This is its width, but its width is determined by the motor. I know this is crazy. The width is determined by the servo mount's thickness. Okay? If you're following along. So, which is this, and then obviously the servo. So, in conclusion, nothing's wrong with this. But let's go back to the side. I should have also projected this. So let's project this. Okay, so now I can see it. Good. And we can continue hiding this again. This and this should be lined up, right? So these should be coincidence. Yeah, there we go. As for that as well. Perfect. Okay, and now I believe the question is just where do we put the servo? And it's completely arbitrary. But in this specific case, I don't necessarily want it to be completely arbitrary. I want it to be centered. And what do I mean by centered? I want this. Oh, actually, we don't have to do that. I want this length to equal this length. Dude, go kill yourself. Okay, I understand. Okay, all right. I will do it the way I originally was going to do it. Double clicking gets rid of it. All right. Okay, and now just make them equal. Wonderful. All right. Don't tell me. All right, thank you. Good. This is good. This is the clearance. What is that? Oh, we already decided. Yeah, okay. What do we have left to constrain, I guess? What is this? I don't even... What is this? This is... Oh. Well, okay. Is making this coincident, is that a thing? Yeah, that's cool. All right. That is fully constrained. We're fully constrained. Let's go. All right. All right. That's the coxa. There you go. Now it's, guys, I'm not going to just extrude it and say, oh, I'm done. This is what, I'm going to extrude it and then do stuff, obviously. But the idea is, if I ever want to make a change to it, I wouldn't change the 3D part. I would go into this sketch. I would go into the master sketch and change it here because everything is constrained properly, right? Like, for example, I mean, this is a pretty basic example, right? But if I wanted to change, I don't know, the coxa length, I would go to this and let's say I want to make it 60. Oh, look at that. And everything is constrained. Everything makes sense, I think. Right? Yeah, yes. Everything makes sense. Yes. This rectangle was kind of throwing me off, but that's just the top view of the coxa. Okay, so we did that. What if, oh God, I don't know. What if our servo, what if we just wanted to use a thicker servo? Like our servo right now has 1C. What if it had 3 though? Like it's a pretty thick servo. We would go to servo. Oh, that's actually funny. We don't actually have thickness. We'd go to servo width. And like, what if we used a thicker one? Well, okay, hopefully this doesn't crash it. Look at that. The whole design updates. That's pretty cool. The entire design updates for our thicker, for our thicker servo. Like, that's freaking awesome. That's really, really awesome. That's why we're doing this, guys. We're doing this so... there we go. We're doing this so we have flexibility with the design. It's not just like we make it and then it's locked in, such as this, where I make it and it's locked in. We're able to actually change things and have it update everything. So this is fantastic. These blue dots are kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So this is great. I'm going to end the stream now because it's 3 a.m. But I'm probably gonna just, honestly, I can see us finishing this tomorrow. So I think that's what I'm gonna try to do because I don't have anything going on tomorrow. We'll see though. I hope you enjoyed the stream, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It went very well. This was, in fact, I'd say this is the best stream. Sorry. This was the best streaming day. This is technically the second stream we did today. I'm mostly saying mostly talking about the first stream. The first stream we learned so much, and if you didn't catch the first stream, guys, check it out. I will show you where to find it. I will update the title, by the way. So you go to my channel, you go to live, and then it's right here. Fusion 360 Crash Course. It's right here. A literal professional Fusion 360 user, Dusty, shared his screen with me and just like walked me through the workflow and the process of building the Hexapod. So seriously, it was insanely helpful. Yeah, definitely check that out if you haven't. I will be changing the thumbnail and stuff, but to look nicer. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this stream. I do have a Discord server, but it's for gaming. You can join it if you can find it. You can join it if you can find it. And to find it, you go to my gaming channel, which is right here, and then click on any video. Welcome to another... such as this one. And then the Discord link is right here. If you want to join it. I'm gonna make a robotics Discord server, okay? I just don't see the point yet. The only point, okay, honestly, here's why I'm not making it yet. Because if I make it, it's gonna be like a huge time sink. I feel like people are just gonna be asking me like how to do stuff. And I don't even have a Hexapod released yet. Like, at least if I had something released, it would make sense to, like, I don't know, answer questions about it. But it'll just be a bunch of people, like, asking me questions about just everything. But it would be good. I don't know. It would be good. I know. Even at this point, even without having anything released. But yeah, anyway, join my gaming channel if you want. But I will make one eventually. That sounds like exactly what will happen if you make a robotics Discord. No, okay, so here, no, okay. And that's what I want to happen, but I want it to be questions about my Hexapod. Like, mostly, right? And it's not released yet, so like, what? I don't know. If you want to just, like, join the gaming one for now, I guess. And I'm okay with it being a time sink, but yeah, it's not released yet. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I have all I always check the activity at the end. I have all notifications and like muted because it's super distracting. With that said, Swarm, thanks for the Prime sub 6 hours ago. I really appreciate it. And Crit Whale, thank you for the follow. As for YouTube notifications, I literally just I don't see those at all. Post-release Discord party. Exactly, dude. Exactly. You're about okay, Vasuda. You're about to get a 3D printer. That's good, but all that you mentioned would be help. Yes. Oh, I already responded to that. Never mind. What if you wanted to have your Hexapod with brushless motors to make it fly? Exactly. What if you wanted to turn this Hexapod into a drone, right? Like, with a drone with legs. You might be able to. That would actually be kind of insane. That would be really cool. What the hell? Shit, dude. You just gave me a really good idea for a video. It would be like kind of a troll video, but still. It would literally be, I made my Hexapod fly. I'd have to add like a flight controller and everything, but oh my god, that's actually how would that, isn't it too heavy though? I feel like it's way too heavy. I'd have to take the legs off, but that would make it even funnier. Dude, I would take the legs off. I would just attach the servos like this and just add props to it. I guess, dude, I don't think I'd be able to, but I'm down to try. That's hilarious. I'm gonna write that down. Have a good night, Crit Whale. Yeah, have a good night, guys. I'm gonna write that down. But yeah, let's end with that thought. If spreaded with 6 motors, it could lift it probably. It's 7 pounds though, dude. It's pretty heavy. I'll be streaming tomorrow, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely check out the earlier stream I talked about. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Lighter material, yeah. 700 grams with a GoPro. How much is? God damn it! I need 7 grams. Okay, well. We've got, maybe, I'll send it to the gym. Maybe I can lose, like 300% of its weight. All right, see you guys later.